Okay, you got our hard hats on. Okay,
Ow.
You ready to go check out this tree that fell?
Yeah.
Let's go take a look. With all this rain that we're getting, I mean, it's basically rained every day this week.
Well, it's rained, I think, 3 days.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Today's Wednesday, so almost every day this week. And it makes the ground extremely, saturated and soggy. That's a great word, Woodrow. It makes the ground really saturated and soggy. And what ends up happening...
Like you don't like your cereal soggy.
Like I don't like my cereal soggy. And by the way, we've got our safety protection here because we don't want to get hit by any trees. I'm not sure how good these will do here, but it makes the ground extremely saturated, very soggy. And when that happens, even young trees like this one behind us here, that's in our yard, will kind of come down. As you can see, this has taken out a section of our fence, which...
Look at that hole down there. That's where the tree roots were.
Yep. So not only was this a question that I literally got a call on today, but this also happened in our house. There's a couple things you need to know about trees and how your homeowner's insurance handles them. That's what we're going to talk about tonight on
Ask Woody Wednesday.
So first, it is important to understand. Wait a second. What are we? We're still west.
What?
Hey, safety first, folks. When a tree falls down and it is on your property and it hits your neighbor's house, the common misconception is that, you know, that's your fault or that your liability is going to take care of that. When the reality is, anything, even if it's a tree, especially if it's a young tree, that falls from your property to your neighbor's house, that's actually going to trigger your neighbor's homeowner's insurance to take care of any damages that were caused there. Now, there is one exception to that sort of generalization, and that is that if your tree, for example, is, you know, dead, old, clearly, gonna get blown over or just crack in half because it's dead, and you have a written request to get that tree removed, then that's when potentially your liability would come into play. This is going to be a pretty common issue this year with all the rain that we're having, with all of these trees. As you can see, even young trees can topple over because their root systems aren't, strong enough to hold them in that. Their root systems aren't strong enough to hold them in that oversaturated ground. So definitely something to keep in mind. Another thing that could be surprising to most folks is your homeowner's insurance really is only going to cover, a couple $100. I think $500 is the general coverage there for tree removal. We actually had a lot of trees removed from our backyard to basically eliminate any possibility of those trees coming down on our house. As you can see, even the ones that we still had on the edge of the property still did some damage to the fence, but it's not going to be enough to claim, and we can just get that fence repaired quite easily, pretty inexpensively as well. That is kind of the reality as a homeowner and the responsibility as the homeowner to kind of eliminate those potential hazards in your yard yourself. Your homeowner's insurance really is specific to your home. So if your neighbor's tree falls on your house, technically that's going to be your insurance and vice versa. Thank you so much for watching Ask Woody Wednesday, or as my son pointed out so well, maybe we should start calling it what? Ask
Woodrow and Woody Wednesday.
Okay, well we'll see. Okay, take it easy. Don't get greedy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found value in this video. Please do me a favor. Even if you think this is common sense, share this with someone that you know, because I promise you, these are the questions that we get as insurance agents, as Rhoads Group rock stars, every single day. And that's what we're here for. But I promise you, someone needs to know this. So it would mean the world to me if you liked this, shared it with a friend, and if you ever have any questions, please feel free to comment send us a message here on Facebook or call this number here. That is the Ask Woody Wednesday hotline, where we will be happy to answer any questions that you might have about your current policies, insurance in general, or whatever you want to talk about. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week.